Hey guys, so as promised in my last video on Monday, I am here with a huge haul video, okay? I have not really bought a lot of stuff since, in December I was doing Christmas shopping. I did just kind of random, I didn't really do a lot of stuff like for myself. Like I haven't bought a lot of things like, just random trips to Sephora or things here and there. If I've gotten anything new, I've really just kind of thrown it into a video or done like a little demo with it or something, but I have not done like a big haul in a while, and I have got some really great things. I've got some clothes. I've been kind of hoarding them in this bag for this video. This is a Victoria's Secret bag. Some things are from Victoria's Secret, some things are from Gap. So I've got some good things to show you. I've got you a pair of shoes. I've got a pair of shoes to show you that I think are very just classic, but very like now and will never go out of style, but super great and wonderful, and they're on sale right now. And a big old box of Sephora stuff. Some is from Sephora, some isn't, but I've kind of been, putting the stuff back in there. But I'm talking about these Hourglass strobing powders. I have one, actually I have two, so we'll talk about that. So I'm wearing a top by Gap. I'll stand up and show the outfit in a little bit because it kind of corresponds to, I'm wearing some pants that I got. Yeah, but just to kind of get the jewelry out of the way, I'm wearing this by Bauble Bar, which I guess ties into this haul too because I got this and just absolutely love it. This is probably my favorite piece of jewelry that I have had from Bauble Bar in a really long time. Well, other than this is just my favorite. This is Olivia's little initials. I love these. These are really nice. They're, I believe, sterling gold plated. Really nice. So this is just the most beautiful choker. It is really, really comfortable. It has different links on the back so you can get the size just right. And it never flips or anything. It just sits perfectly. It's really sparkly. It's really unique. I love it to layer. This is something that I have been wearing every freaking single day and it's just amazing. And then I've got this ring too from Bauble Bar that I've been wearing a lot lately. It's my X ring. I've had this for a long time, but I love it. My David Ehrman pearl earrings, and then I'll show the rest in the video and then talk about some of the makeup in the video. I feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup today, but a lot of it is are things that I bought that I kind of tried to try out. So first, I'll show you some of the clothes. I'm gonna try to go through pretty quickly. I ordered some things from Victoria's Secret. This, I think, too, is kind of like a Christmas video because some of these things I got with some gift cards from Christmas. My parents always give me a Victoria's Secret gift card, and it's funny because when I do my like what I got for Christmas videos, a lot of times I get gift cards or something like that, and it's, I can't really go, here, a gift card. I don't really shop until later. So that was really fun too. I really needed some underwear, okay? And I also needed some leggings. So they were doing a promotion where you got this bag, you just entered a code at checkout, and it's a nice bag. I've gotten some in the past from them that I've just ended up giving away, but I actually really love this. It's, oh my gosh, my nose is itching so, I'm itching, I'm not picking. Okay, this is so nice. So anyways, I just love it, okay? I don't want to go into it, but whatever. Be really nice for travel, really nice for anything, really. Let me show you these real quick. So these are on the top. I picked up another couple of these from Gap, these turtlenecks. You guys saw the black one that I had on in a recent video, and they're on sale right now for $18. And I get the size small. They're meant to be fitted, so the small is just perfect. So I got the gray. And I got this oatmeal heather color, $18. And then I got this little beanie that says love. So if you want any of these, I would go ahead and check them out. Sometimes Gap, when they do those sales, honestly, I don't know why anyone would ever shop in the store at Gap, because anytime you ever go on the website, there's always a 40% off, 30% off code. And it's like right there at the top of the site. You don't have to do anything special. And if you go in the store, everything's always full price. So I just don't get it. So okay, this is all my Victoria's Secret stuff. I went nuts on leggings. So the leggings that I wear a lot when I do like Instagram, or, when you've seen me post photos on Instagram and talk about my leggings, or, if I've talked in recent video or in older videos, they're these. Now, there's also an older style that has the band that folds down, and they had all the different colors, of the band. And most of mine like that, I wash them and dry them so much, and I just wear them all the time. Most of those are no more. But I've really fallen in love with these, and I got a plain black pair, which I'll show you. These are called the Everyday Leggings. So this is the top from Gap. It's just very like huge and, you know, just very big. But these leggings, you know, are just really nice. They kind of hold you in all the places. They've got a really, they come to about here. It's because it's got like a thick band. It's just really good. And I'll show you on a lighter color because the black you can't really tell. I got a couple of capri ones. I have a gray pair already that's like a dark gray that has like the kind of like that gray that looks like lines. I have a black pair with the VS down the side in white, so I got a plain black. I got these. You can see at the top, this is what makes them different, is they've got this really thick band, and I get the size small, which is pretty perfect. I think that they run absolutely true to size. So for me, I always buy a medium in things. And in Victoria's Secret underwear, like I'm a 26, 27 in pants, but I always have to get a medium in their freaking underwear because I guess I have a butt, but it's like their underwear runs so freaking small. Like, don't even get me started. But these are true to size. So I would say go for a small if you're similar. So, okay, whatever. This is what the band looks like. Super comfortable, but it holds you in. It's really nice. So I got this pair with the pink at the bottom. These were like majorly on sale, so I thought, why not? But they're, this is Angel, like has, you know, a cheetah prints, very like, but I don't care. I thought it was kind of fun. And then I got two pairs of capri length when the weather warms up in the spring. So I got plain black, and then I love this print. I don't know, I thought it was kind of fun. And then I got these, and these are not the everyday legging, I don't believe, because they don't have the thing on the top. I'll link to them still. They have kind of like an underwear band on the top, but I like the color, but I liked how the bottom has this little thing. So these will be nice too. When I wash my leggings, I always, you know, really try to wash them in cold, and I don't dry them super hot, just to keep them from fading. And you know, there's something that you wear a lot and they can get kind of messed up. And I got some underwear. Should I show my underwear? I feel kind of weird, but whatever. I got these boy short, like, you know, underwear like that. And I got them in a couple colors. So that is my Victoria's Secret and my Gap stuff. Let me show you these shoes really quick, and we'll get all of the clothes out of the way. And then we'll get into all the beauty stuff. Boots, I have those Chloe Susanna boots. I have another pair that's kind of similar, but they're flat. And sometimes I need, like when you're wearing like a long coat or like a really long sweater, like my really long like robe looking Free People sweater, you kind of need a little bit of a heel. And I wanted some boots that kind of looked like those 90s boots that were kind of chunky with like a heel or whatever. But I thought, you know, I might really want a wedge to keep it like, you know, kind of everyday. These are 40% off right now at Nordstrom. They're by Michael Kors, and see, they kind of have that chunkiness to the bottom. They're not as chunky as some that I was looking at that had like a separate heel that was chunky. I just went for the wedge because I thought so comfortable. They're really pretty. They're just elastic. I'll try them on and show you. They're not like, they don't have a ton of like Michael Kors logo, branding, all that. But they're really comfortable. Very true to size. I got my 9.5, my normal size that I always wear. So this is what they look like. Pardon all this stuff on the floor. I'm kind of like cleaning up a little. Really cute. I think that they're just like super fun with this outfit. It's just kind of perfect with leggings. They're not like, they're very sleek, like around your ankle. They're not super pointed. They're not too round. They're just a perfect like modern shape. But yet they're not too trendy. Like, you don't look at them and say, oh, those are like 90s boots, or, you know what I'm saying? And they're not like nothing either. I'm always like talking to y'all when I'm coming, oh hey, I'm like sideways. When I'm like coming back to the camera, I'm all like out of focus. Is that better? Yeah. So really happy with these. They come in brown too, and like I said, right now they're 40% off. I'm gonna take them off. I don't like walking around with shoes in the house, but love these so much. It has this, I like this too. It has like a little tab that you can tuck in or can hang out, but very well made. Really impressed with those. So Sephora was doing the double points, where if you buy skincare stuff, it's double points. And I'm really happy with my skincare. So cleansers, totally good on. Moisturizers, good on, but I really wanted like a different kind of treatment. And this has been something that I have been so intrigued by, okay? And it has been something that has been in my cart, out of my cart, in my cart, out of my cart. It's the Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Night Oil. It has retinol and blue tansy. I don't know, you know, you can read about it and all that. It's basically like anti-aging. It has some retinol in it. It has basically like a retinol night treatment, but it's got all these oils in it, so it kind of counteracts the irritation that it claims to cause by the amount of retinol that would be in this product. So I was intrigued because it's blue and it's gorgeous, and yeah, but I've been using it for 2 nights. Like, let's not get excited. But, you know, so I can't see any like results yet, but it's kind of neat. So I used my Murad Advanced Acne and Wrinkle Reducer, the serum. Love. I go through that stuff like water though. So I usually did it, you know, morning and night. Now I'm just doing it in the morning because I love how my makeup just goes on over it. It's not like a thick product. It's nothing gross. So that works in the daytime, but this is a nighttime only type of thing. So I like that it kind of just worked right into my my little skincare regimen. So the only thing I noticed about it is that it is it's a bit of a sticky oil, I'm not gonna lie. Like the first night, I think I thought I used too much. Now looking back, I don't think I did, because then the next night I thought, okay, it was a little sticky. It took a while to sink in, like basically in the middle of the night when I felt it, I could still kind of feel it a little sticky. I used just like half the amount the next night and still felt like I needed more to like spread around my face. It still felt sticky wherever it was. So it's not an oil that's just gonna disappear into your skin like other oils that I've used, but I do like it that it's got the retinol in it. I like that it made my skin feel really comfortable. I don't need to use a moisturizer with it at night. It's kind of like an all-in-one type thing. And the scent is a little weird. It's kind of like, oh, it has like a very essential oil, like natural scent mixed with like Twizzlers. When I've used it 2 nights, so I can't say that it does anything yet because you just don't know. But I will say that the immediate results of like, you know, it's kind of plumping. It's very moisturizing. That's why I guess it's so plumping, maybe. In the morning, my skin looked really nice. It looked really calm. It looked really pretty. So I do like it. I'm going to keep using it. I really hope that I liked it. I enjoyed using it. And it's at nighttime. It's okay if it's a little, it's not super sticky, but you can tell there's something on your face. It's a heavier oil than I'm used to. And then I got these because I just thought, yeah, let's try these. It's the Radical Skincare Age Defying Exfoliating Pads, and it's supposed to be like a peel pad type thing that you can use. I think it said you could use it twice a day. I'm just gonna use it at night. So I use it at night and then I use this. So I wash my face, use this. It's kind of like, feels like toning action, whatever. It didn't burn my face. I feel like my skin, honestly, is pretty tough and pretty resilient when it comes to products. First of all, these are huge. Like, I didn't expect it to be that big. AHA, BHA, fruit acid-based formula, removes dead cells, antioxidant, active ingredients, anti-aging, basically. I don't know, it gets really good reviews. I was comparing this to a bunch of other, like, similar ones, and yeah, so I don't know, we'll see how it works. I'm using them together, and look at the Sunday Riley box. The packaging is just gorgeous. It made me really want to buy some other stuff, but then I'm like, I don't know where I would really like work in the other stuff because I don't really want to change anything else that I'm using. So, okay, these Hourglass strobe powders. So first of all, I have had this palette for a while. It's the Ambient Lighting Edit palette, and really I like it because it's got two of the ambient lighting powders. These two, it's got diffuse light, which I used to use all the time like as a setting powder. It's the one that's a little more yellow tone. Then it's got dim light. These are very like meant to be used, the ambient lighting powders, the original ones, meant to be used more so like to set certain areas, not so much for like strobing or for anything like that. If you were to do that, you'd have to really pile it up, and they just don't have enough sheen to do that. And every single color in that ambient range is totally like used for something different, I feel. Then you've got like 2 blushes, you've got the bronzer that is like one of my favorite powder bronzers ever. But then it also popped in this little guy, this little snuck in this new product. It is the Iridescent Light Strobe Powder. Now these are just a little different because you're supposed to like, you know, be able to use them there. It's very, I would say, still pretty subtle. I used a little bit on my cheeks today, and it's very subtle. It's not going to be like this Laura Mercier, which this is my matte radiance highlight. Like, it is serious business, and really, like, it gives you a really big sheen. Okay. So, okay, that color's pretty, and you know, I like that. So that's one of them. I decided to order another. I love the packaging. It's very, like, you know, it's very mirrored looking. This is what the ambient lighting powders look like. First thing I noticed is, wow, it's a lot smaller. Okay, this one is only a few dollars different. It's just a few dollars different, but it's literally half the amount. So kind of disappointed in the price. I chose the shade Brilliant because out of the shade range, it looked like the one that was the lightest and the brightest, and that would be probably the most comparable to like my Laura Mercier highlight. So the first thing I noticed is that it's a very, like, I would say like a warm, let me compare it to the Laura Mercier highlight. So this is the Laura Mercier one. This is this one. It's a little more of a goldeny color, whereas this one's a little more of like a warm peachy color, but still this one comes off very bright. So I was excited. I thought, yeah, this could be pretty bright. It is, and it's very similar, honestly, to the Laura Mercier, but still not as bright. It comes off just kind of, you know, this one is very pearly. Like, let me show you. This, right now, what I'm wearing is the Strobe in Iridescent Light, and it is a little more of a pinkish tone. It's not going to be super intense. Okay, this is the Laura Mercier highlight, and I don't know if you could tell, but it's pretty intense, okay? I read reviews. I was reading reviews on Sephora where people were like, it's nothing. And I think maybe they bought the other shades, like the bronzy shades. But the highlight is super intense, okay? So then this one thing I do notice is it's got little flecks of shimmer, and I don't really like that. This, you need like a smooth pearl to get this effect. You don't need any shimmer. You don't need any chunks. And it's not, oh, it's smooth, you know? I'm not saying it's like chunky, but you don't need any dusty shimmer, and it is pretty dusty. Like, the product itself is really dusty. So that's what this looks like. I'd say it's pretty similar. This is brighter, a little more pearly, a little lighter. It looks a little yellowy. Like, if you guys remember the albatross from, this really reminds me of Albatross, the NARS Albatross. On my skin tone, I think this works better. This comes off a little yellowy. I think if I was a little more tan, or, you know, if I was gonna maybe use a lot of bronzer or something, that could work and really look nice. So I am gonna keep it because it does remind me of the NARS Albatross, and I used to really like that, and I don't currently have that, and whatever. So that's that. I picked up another one of these, the Bosch Makeup Breakup Cleansing Oil. Probably no joke, like the 10th one that I've had over this whole like time of loving this product. I just go back and forth to different things. Just because I'm trying this doesn't mean that I don't like, you know, my makeup eraser or my cleansing balm, or, you know, even like the cold cream method that I like too. So it's just, you try different things, you like different things. And I thought I would go back to this because if you remember when I bought my Clarisonic, it came in one of those kits with a bunch of different samples, and one of the samples was like a trial size of this. It was a pretty generous trial size, and I got into using it again, really love it. It's just such a good makeup remover. But I just go through it like water. Like, it is just so good. That's why I eventually always go to something else, because I feel like I'm just constantly repurchasing it. I got a new Burberry product, and if you guys watched my no makeup video, you probably saw this, but this I just kind of threw in because I just wanted to show it. But it's very small, much smaller than I expected. It's smaller than like the Tarte ones. I was expecting like a bigger, like fatter, maybe like with a nicer packaging. It's just very plasticky, lightweight. It almost feels like a sample. So I almost returned it, but I really like the way it looks. It's what I'm wearing today. It's a very clear pink stain. You can build it up, and at first you'll think, wow, this is nothing. But you can kind of keep working with it. It's really nice. It's really lightweight. It's the Fresh Glow Blush and Pink Peony number 22. And I love their Cheek Pop cream blushes. If you want a bit more of a intense color, go for those. But this is just a very clean, clear pink stainish look. I got this birthday gift. For some reason they have my birthday down as January, and I don't mind. I mean, it doesn't matter. But it's a Marc Jacobs lip or eyeliner in black, and this come out guy, and this lipstick in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Pretty color. It's just kind of a bright rosy color. This is so cool, okay? It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. It's by Sephora, and I've never had anything by this line, but I was really curious, so I picked up one of these little eye kits. Let's see, what is it called exactly? Prismatic Eyes, or Prismatique Eyes. And I got the color Stylized, which is very purple, and I thought it's a wearable purple, but I really thought it was gonna be kind of more taupey, but I guess I should have known, because when I look back, I'm like, that does look purple, so really cool. First, let me show you. So it comes in a little thing like this, and at first I thought this packaging was a little awkward, but now I kind of really like it. So you unscrew the top, and it is a cream shadow, really creamy, really easy to work with, blends on really nice, and you know, this is kind of a purpley plum gray color. And then when you put the lid back on, it kind of twists, and it's a beautiful, shimmery, almost creamy color powder that goes over it, and is just super shimmery and gorgeous. And I really, really love this. I want to get other colors now. I really want to get one that maybe like a little bronze, or they had one that had like a dark, like a brown cream, and then like a really bronze powder. I want to try that. So I really like this. I think it's just an easy little eye kit, and the packaging is kind of fun. I kind of really enjoy it now, so I want to get more of that. These are just boxes. Oh, one more thing I guess I'll throw in. I didn't want to do like an entire video dedicated to this, but it is the new MAC Viva Glam in Ariana, or by Ariana Grande, which is kind of fun. And what I like about this, it's kind of neat. She did two totally different colors. A lot of times when a celebrity does the Viva Glam colors, there's corresponding, you know, lip color shades. And I love that she did a really pink, really sweet lip gloss. It's, you know, Viva Glam Ariana Grande. And then her lipstick is like a mega, like, you know, bad girl. I think I read it said like bad girl, good girl, thing, whatever. But I really like the lip gloss. Shocker. It's really pretty. So pretty. So yeah, not sure if I'll be wearing this a lot. I may surprise you though. But yeah, so I'm really excited about all these things. I'll throw this in too. So I did get the Marc Jacobs Remarkable, which I did show in a video, my no makeup video. This stuff is amazing. Like, it is freaking amazing. Like, I don't know why it took me so long to try this. And then the Face 3 brush really does well with it. If you're curious, you just saw me put that gloss on my lips, but what I was wearing my MAC lip pencil in Whirl, my Kat Von D Lovesick, which is my favorite one, I think, that I've tried out of the whole range, and then a little bit of the melted sugar right on top so it's not so flat. So that's it, guys. I'll keep you updated on those skincare products. I really hope that they work out, but the other product by Sunday Riley that's really hyped up is the Good Genes, and it has like lactic acid. It's kind of exfoliating. I think you're supposed to use that in the daytime, but I feel like if I got that, that would totally like replace my Murad, and I can't do that because I love that product so much. So I don't know. Let me know what you think if you've tried that product. I'm kind of curious to try it, but I don't know. I don't want to get overwhelmed and like totally change up my whole routine. So I hope that maybe you saw some new things that you didn't know about. Maybe you got some better looks at some things that you were curious about. And if you want to check out anything for yourselves, I will leave the links to everything below. So thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. Thank you so much for being supportive, for watching, for all the love. I am posting this a little earlier in the week because we'll be celebrating Olivia's first birthday this weekend. So I'm not gonna really be like, you know, all up on YouTube, like posting videos and stuff, but I will be, you know, you can keep up with it through Instagram. I'll be vlogging. It'll be really fun. So thank you guys so much again. Love you all so much. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.